We come to you guys with some breaking wrestling news and speculation, firstly regarding the now former Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, who sadly was forced to vacate or relinquish her title last night on Monday Night Raw, with Rhea vacating her championship opening the show on a bit of a sad note last night, with Rhea basically revealing that following her brawl with Liv Morgan last week on Raw, Rhea suffered an injury that will effectively put her on the shelf for several months, long enough for WWE and specifically Raw General Manager Adam Pearce to make the call to force Ripley to vacate the Women's World Championship, something that would not have been the case had Rhea's injury been minor, or an injury that wouldn't require her to be out of action for months on end. It's truly unfortunate that Rhea's title reign had to end this way, especially considering she has really been gaining momentum not only as the champion following her victory over Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40, but Rhea's popularity was also exploding big time despite being a heel, and for all of it to come to an end so abruptly is sad to say the least, and a lot of fans are wanting to know any new details or reports regarding Rhea Ripley's injury status in WWE. One source, Mike Johnson of PW Insider, put out the following new details about Rhea's injury earlier today, revealing, quote, "As PWInsider.com broke yesterday, Rhea Ripley was injured during a backstage Raw brawl last week, requiring her to vacate the WWE Women's Championship on Raw last night. PWInsider.com has been told by multiple sources that the injury occurred when Ripley was sent into a wall by Liv Morgan, injuring the AC joint where her collarbone and right shoulder are connected. We are told that her recovery time has not been confirmed internally, and it will be dependent on whether she requires surgery as well as physical therapy. For those who have asked, the chair shot during the brawl had no bearing on the injury and was not the cause. It was simply a freak injury. Ripley's WWE Women's World Championship reign lasted 380 days. Now, we hope Rhea Ripley doesn't require surgery or physical therapy for her injury, as that could put Ripley on the shelf a lot longer than if she doesn't have to, but all we can say right now is that we wish Rhea a speedy recovery, and she'll definitely be looking to reclaim her Women's World Championship when she returns, not to mention getting a bit of revenge against Liv Morgan as well. Our next story is regarding why Triple H unveiled new tag team championships last night on Monday Night Raw. Now at WrestleMania 40, R-Truth and The Miz captured the Raw Tag Team Championships, with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller capturing the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, officially marking the end of the whole undisputed tag team title storyline in WWE, and no doubt that a lot of fans have felt like WWE needed to upgrade or change their tag team titles, and the day finally came for WWE to introduce new tag team titles to wrestling fans yesterday, as Triple H and Adam Pearce unveiled the brand new World Tag Team Championships for R-Truth and The Miz, who clearly were very happy with the design of their new titles. Obviously, this means new championships will be getting unveiled on Friday Night SmackDown for Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, as it wouldn't make sense just to replace Raw's tag team titles. Judging by fans' reactions on social media, it appears like some are in favor of these new World Tag Team titles and the overall design of the new belts, whereas others are actually pretty critical of the design and feel as though these new belts aren't an improvement over what WWE had before. Regardless, a lot of fans are asking the question, well, why did Triple H and WWE replace the Raw Tag Team Championships with the newly designed World Tag Team titles? And this is what one of our insider sources has to report on the matter. Quote, "So what we've heard is that redesigning the Tag Team Championships has been something that Triple H has been wanting to do for quite some time, but when Vince McMahon was still in control of things up until last year, McMahon didn't feel as though bringing in new tag team belts was a top priority, as McMahon was famously never the biggest fan of the tag team divisions in WWE, whereas Triple H is very much a fan of tag team wrestling and feels the division deserves just as much attention and respect as the singles divisions in WWE. Hunter had reportedly been working on new title designs for about a year now, and WWE felt as though the perfect time to unveil or introduce these new World Tag Team Championships was when the Triple H era officially kickstarted following WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania this year was the first show completely under the watchful eye of Triple H, and Raw and SmackDown moving forward are all Triple H run 100%, so WWE felt like there was no better time to finally introduce the new titles than on Monday Night Raw last night. Hunter is apparently a big fan of the design of the new World Tag Team Championships, and feel they look a lot more special and prestigious compared to the Raw Tag Team Championships, and will help to elevate the tag team division in WWE on the Raw brand. brand, and can actually be called Tag Team Gold, considering these new belts are gold and the previous Raw tag team titles were red and silver, and obviously new belts are coming to SmackDown as well for Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. We've been told that Triple H wants to make it clear that we're in the Renaissance era, and some big changes are coming to WWE. For right now, the tag team titles are the belts. Triple H is changing, like we said the SmackDown tag team belts are next, but there's definitely a chance that Hunter won't be stopping at updating the tag team titles, and could be planning for some other new belt designs soon as well. Let us know your thoughts on the brand new World Tag Team titles unveiled by Triple H last night on Raw. Do you like the design of these new belts, or did you prefer the original Raw Tag Team Championships? Now we come to you guys with some breaking wrestling news and speculation regarding some major rumored plans Triple H has in place for Roman Reigns when he returns to WWE. And these breaking new reports suggest that Roman Reigns could be returning to WWE very soon on Friday Night SmackDown, a lot sooner than anyone could have expected following Roman's title loss to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, and the plans Triple H reportedly has for Reigns will set up an absolutely massive Bloodline rivalry for SummerSlam 2024, and Solo Sikoa's betrayal of Jimmy Uso on SmackDown this past week will make all the sense in the world when you hear these rumored plans for Roman Reigns. Here's what one of our insider sources had to report regarding WWE's alleged plans for the return of the Tribal Chief. Quote, "So what we've heard right now is that WWE are considering a massive Bloodline Civil War storyline on SmackDown for Roman Reigns' return. We have been told that WWE are reportedly planning to have Roman Reigns return ahead of SummerSlam as a babyface, an attempt to get things back on track with his former original Bloodline members. Now Solo Sikoa betrayed Jimmy Uso on SmackDown this past week, with Solo replacing Jimmy with Haku's son Tama Tonga, and there is speculation behind the scenes that Paul Heyman will be next to go, with The Rock basically forming a new bloodline consisting of himself, of course, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga. And when Roman Reigns returns, he will recruit his old wise man Paul Heyman along with Jimmy Uso, and then convince main event Jey Uso to join them on their mission to take down the power-hungry Bloodline 2.0, consisting of The Rock, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga, with this leading to a massive new Bloodline versus old Bloodline match for SummerSlam 2024, with the OG Bloodline consisting of babyface Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso triumphing over The Rock, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga at SummerSlam, and this would likely lead to The Rock leaving WWE for the remainder of the year, and Solo and Tama Tonga becoming a heel tag team on the Blue brand, with the Bloodline then being a babyface faction moving forward. Let us know your thoughts on WWE's rumored plans for Roman Reigns' return ahead of SummerSlam 2024, and would an OG Bloodline versus new Bloodline match be of any interest to you? Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.